Today, we will start by discussing one-step equations. There are two things to keep in mind when solving equations. First, you will use inverse or opposite operations from what you see in the problem. So, if x plus 2 equals 7, then to solve for x, instead of adding 2, you would subtract 2, because the inverse of addition is subtraction. Similarly, the inverse of subtraction is addition. So, if you have the problem x minus 8 equals 1, instead of subtracting 8, you will add 8. For 2x equals 68, we know that the inverse of multiplication, 2 times x, would be division. So, we will divide by 2. The inverse of division is multiplication. So, if x divided by 12 is 5, then we will need to multiply by 12. Now, an equation is like a scale. It's balanced. In order to keep the equation balanced, whenever you do something to one side, you must do the same to the other. So, in our red problem, we said we had to subtract 2. Whatever we do to the left side, we also have to do to the right. X stays the same. Plus 2 and minus 2 cancel each other out. So we're left with 0, which we do not have to write. And then 7 minus 2 is 5. For the blue problem, we said we needed to add 8. So let's add 8 to the right side as well. We have x, and then a negative 8 and a positive 8 cancel each other out. So we don't have to write anything else. And on the other side, we have 1 plus 8 is 9. For the yellow example, we divided by 2 on the left, so we must divide by 2 on the right. 2 divided by 2 is 1. We do not have to write a coefficient of 1, so we are left with just x is equal to 68 divided by 2, which is 34. For the purple problem, we multiplied by 12 on the left, so we multiply by 12 on the right. Multiplying by 12 and dividing by 12 leaves us with what we started with, which is x. And then that's equal to 5 times 12, which is 60. We will keep these same 2 points in mind when we move on to two-step equations. To solve a two-step equation, we're going to follow a series of steps. First, we need to locate the variable. Once we have the variable, we will need to add or subtract to isolate the variable term. Isolate means to get it by itself. Finally, we will need to multiply or divide to solve for the variable. Let's consider the example 7x plus 8 equals 36. First, we will locate the variable. Here is x. Then, we will add or subtract to isolate the variable term. Well, our variable term is 7x, so to get that by itself, we need to get rid of that plus 8. The inverse of plus 8 is minus 8. Now remember, just like in one-step equations, whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other. Once we do this, we are left with 7x is equal to 28. Step 3 says to multiply or divide to solve for the variable. So, the inverse of multiplying by 7 is dividing by 7. And whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other to keep the equation balanced. We are left with x equals 4. Now, we will check to see if our answer is correct. To do so, we will go back to the original equation and replace x with our answer, in this case 4. So 7 times 4 plus 8 equals 36. Let's find out if that's true by following the order of operations. 7 times 4 is 28, plus 8 does indeed give us 36. Since both sides are the same, we know we have solved correctly. Let's try another example. X divided by 5 minus 3 is equal to 1. First we locate our x, then we will need to add or subtract to isolate the variable term. Our variable term is x divided by 5. So to get that by itself, we will need to get rid of this minus 3. The inverse of subtracting 3 is adding 3. Once again, whatever we do to the left side, we must do to the right to keep it balanced. So we are left with x divided by 5 is equal to 4. Since the inverse of divided by 5 is multiplying by 5, and whatever we do to the left, we do to the right, we will end up with x equals 20. Lastly, let's check our answers. Well, if we have 20 divided by 5 minus 3 equals 1, 20 divided by 5 will give us a 4 minus 3, which does indeed give us 1. Since 1 is equal to 1, our answer checks out and we have correctly solved this equation. There is one special case we must look out for, and that's when we have parentheses in our problem. In this case, we will need to distribute the outside number to each term inside of parentheses first. 3 times x is 3x, 3 times 4 is 12, and we leave the 36 alone. Now we can solve the two-step equation just like we did before. Find x, which is right there. Then we're going to add or subtract to isolate the variable term, 3x. In this case, we need to get rid of adding 12 by doing the inverse, which is subtracting 12. Whatever we do to one side, we must do to the other, and we are left with 3x equals 24. Now we will complete step 3 by multiplying or dividing to solve for the variable, which once again is x. So since we are multiplying by 3, we will need to divide both sides by 3 to get x by itself. Then we are left with x equals 8. To check our answer, we will once again plug our variable into our problem. 3 times 8 plus 4 is equal to 36. Well, first of all, 8 times 4 is 12, and 3 times 12 does indeed give us 36. We have solved correctly.